This is what meant to do. This is why I would venture out to do this, even though I know we haven't raised all the funds yet. But I'm not going to stop not doing it.
What is your goal, fundraising?
Right now it's $25,000. We're at a little over 4,000 now.
Okay, how long is the
we finished the fundraiser. It's been going since we've been running it simultaneously with the summer program. Okay. So since July 1st. Right. Summer ends August 15th, and at midnight August 15th the campaign will end. That doesn't mean you cannot give after. That doesn't mean that we're going to stop going.
Okay.
So
with Indiegogo, how does it work? Because I did GoFundMe for a project in Jamaica.
Very similar type of thing.
So do you get the money if you don't reach your deadline?
I do.
Okay, good.
I do. It's a different amount because with Indiegogo, like the fees that they charge you are higher if you don't reach your goal.
Okay.
You know?
What are you planning to do then to step up the campaign? I know you're here on the Conduit show.
Right.
We need to get you on Oprah.
Does someone know Oprah? Do you know Oprah?
Well, we need to get you on Oprah. Let's just put it out there.
Yes.
I think you would be definitely. And they have these local things, your New Yorker of the Week. You're definitely a candidate that needs to be nominated for that. So, Conduit listeners out there, Stephanie Farmer, you've heard the program. The act of discipline has been removed from the teachers, hence the increase in our young black males failing in the system. And that's from, I think that's my brother or sister in the UK. And that's so true. But I think what it is, there's also a lack of understanding of culture.
Now, we could talk for another several days.
You got to come back, Stephanie.
Oh, please, I would be honored.
I want to propose something to you. I'm not going to propose it on air, but I want to propose something to you because I think your program is invaluable, and it's like breathing. It's so necessary. We have to take power of ourselves. No one is gonna. What is it? Nothing. Power succeed. I can't remember the phrase now. Mm-hmm. Alzheimer's kicking in. But we have to be vested in our children. No one else is going to be vested. They're invested in their children, and their children are doing. And I don't want to always bring it back to the racial thing, but that's where we're at because white kids, Chinese kids, Indian children are doing much better. Why can our black children not do as well? They've got the same brains. They just don't have the opportunity and the resources.
And that's why that empowerment word comes in. Because if you sit in a class and you're supposedly in a school that has now been built to help improve the gap, so then what is really happening? Because if the gap is not improving, yet we have these schools that are meant to improve.
There's a big problem. Somebody's making a lot of money out of it.
And they don't feel empowered. There's not someone really looking them in the eye. And mind you, I don't know if it's necessarily the teachers, because I worked with some great teachers. I mean, some teachers who really went in for their kids. The methods is not. It doesn't relate to the culture.
Small classes.
Yes.
And they're not relating to the culture. So I'm a firm believer that, you got work tomorrow, you got to go. Okay, I'm recording this show, guys. So the massive from England, and I had some nice English music I wanted to play for you. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to play it later on. So you are dismissed now. Class is dismissed. You may go to bed. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you guys so much. You are my heartbeat, and I miss you. Don't let me start crying. I'm hoping to see you before the year is out. Everybody, because I want to see the grandkids, Zahara, and let me not stop. Let me just stop. Let me stop because I'm going to start crying. Anyway, have a blessed week, everybody, in London. I love you guys so much. And we need to get together because I'm really missing you guys. I'm telling you. It's been too long, since 2010. That's the last time I saw you guys. And I'm missing you. Anyway, thank you so much for logging in. It was a beautiful surprise. So if you want to go to bed now, you've got my permission, all right? Love ya. Bye. But I'm still recording, so you will be able to listen to the rest of the conversation with the fascinating Stephanie Farmer. I'm like, it's 8:05. I don't want to let her go, but the show has to go on. I'm going to ask if she can hang on, and we'll come back in conversation because I want to, it's Jamaica just celebrated, along with Trinidad, their independence. And we had this conversation that after 52 years of independence, what progress has Jamaica made? And there has been some progress, but there's also been some regress. Wow. And we're wondering, I'm saying, we should not be celebrating independence. We should be celebrating dependence, because the word comes out of Jamaica that the Chinese are spearheading, or they've just put in this new section of a highway to improve the roads, because the roads in Jamaica are really bad. No worse than the roads in the Bronx, I should add. But anyway, that's another story. So anyway, China has this engineering company called China Harbour something another. They put in a stretch of highway, which is the Mount Rossa section of Highway 2000. Okay. And the Jamaican government, in their wisdom, has decided to give them 1,200 acres of land in Jamaica.
What percentage of Jamaica is that?
That's a good question. It's a fairly small percentage, but I think that's a very, very dangerous precedent. And the government of Jamaica is not saying where that 1,200 acres is going to be. Is it going to be in one place, or is it going to be pockets of places? Is it going to be prime land? Is it going to be dump up land? What is it? The Jamaican government is very lax in giving the people of Jamaica information they need.
Right.
So I think the pressure has to come from the diaspora. They say that we're not foreigners. I was at an event last week, which was actually a media event for the upcoming Independence Ball, which is taking place next Saturday at the Marriott Marquis. Okay. And the Consul General was saying, people in the diaspora, once you're Jamaican, you're not foreign. I mean, I had to disagree with him because, well, I'm not Jamaican. I wasn't born in Jamaica, but my parents are Jamaican. I could apply for a Jamaican passport. But the mentality in Jamaica is that once you've traveled abroad, you're a foreigner. So even if you go back to Jamaica and you're born in Jamaica and you're near the string berry in Jamaica, they still regard you as a foreigner once you've traveled outside. And I don't know the mentality of that. No one wants to go back to Jamaica and rule Jamaica from abroad. But at the same time, I think the experience and the expertise that left Jamaica,
you want to participate in
nation building.
Yeah.
Which is what you're doing with your science club. You're building up a nation of scientists. And that is just an awesome feat that you're setting out to do. For
them to do whatever they're meant to do. I have a knowledge base, I have expertise. I need to share that with you so that whatever you're meant to do, you are fully empowered to do that.
You have all the tools, choices. And I know how important it is. I tell the story all the time. As a child growing up in England, I love to read. I was reading... you'd never see me without a book. Everywhere I went, I had my nose in a book. And I wanted to be a journalist. Always wanted to be a journalist because I loved English language and was writing all the time, scribbling stuff. And, you know, when it comes time for you to choose your career, I never forget the day I went to the careers teacher and she was, you know, what do you want to do, Sharon? Well, I want to be a journalist, miss. Oh, why don't you do nursing instead? And I'm like, I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be a journalist. Well, maybe you could do teaching. And she was just steering me away and telling me that you're not good enough to be a journalist. And I took that and internalized it. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But thank God, God is a God of second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
Right.
Ad infinitum chances. I'm actually doing my passion. I'm actually writing and getting published. And because of Ed and Michelle, I'm actually here with great people like you. So, you know, what you're doing, I can't stress it enough. And I can't implore the Conduit listeners enough to check out that Indiegogo website. And no donation too small, right?
No donation too small.
Or large.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
How can, if people don't have the funds right now,
right?
Can they volunteer?
Yes. Now we have a small program, so at some point we won't necessarily need all the volunteers all the time. But also we're looking at working on, like, behind the scenes, helping the board get stronger, going to go get materials, because right now I'm our full-time person, so I'm doing everything. I do the books, I write the lessons,
and you're
I make the worksheets.
With the
I do, yes, working with the children, with my staff, all that. Doing all of those things, writing the emails whenever anybody gets an email update from me. Wow. I wrote it.
Do you have a group on Facebook?
Yes, Facebook.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that, and tell us as we're winding down, because it's now 11 minutes past 8.
Oh, yes, and you have someone
calling it. They can call in. You stay, okay? This is important. Tell everyone who's listening right now, and this is being recorded for future broadcasts. So tell people, how do they get in touch with you? Tell us about the Indiegogo site. Give us your web address if there's a phone number that you want to give up.
Right.
Give us all that
so, all of our stuff. Like I said earlier, if you go look on Google, Miss Steph Science Club, my program is the first thing that will come up. Or rather, our program, because it's not just mine.
You've got to spell that out.
Yes.
It's got a lot of S's in
there are a lot of S's. So, it's our website. And if you go to the website, you will be able to link to the Indiegogo campaign. You'll be able to get a hold of me if you're in Harlem and you want your child to come to program, or if you want me to come to a daycare or do tutoring. All those things you can access through our website. And the website is www.MSTEPHSCIEnclub.com. Literally, Miss Steph Science Club, spelled out, .com. Okay? And Facebook, like us on Facebook. I'm always posting pictures, and that's another thing that I do myself, posting pictures, and I'm running science experiments and taping the kids at the same time. We've got a video on YouTube where you can watch us in action.
And I wanted to show the video tonight, but we were trying to figure out how we could. I'm wondering if we could do this. I'm not sure if I can get this up. Let me see. But continue. I'm going to see if I can find it.
And I use the YouTube tools to be able to make that. So first of all, I want to encourage folks, because this is what I do, to be able to use those YouTube tools. I put it together. All I did was log on to YouTube. I chose a song and typed in the words, chose the pictures, and that was what was produced.
I'm just wondering.
Miss Steph Science Club in action.
That's the one?
Yes.
And I'm going to see if I can actually run a little bit of it right now. Let me see if I can. Of the last couple of years that we've been running, because this is now our third summer. And you know what the acronym means, what STEAM means, and it really just shows you all the different things that we do, because I definitely have a very strong arts component, because our children aren't getting art in school as often as they used to be when we were in school. And so that's another thing that I add to the enrichment, that artistic expression and connecting the artistic expression with the sciences. And what does that mean? And how can they be both an artist and a scientist? You don't have to pick. I'm actually going to try and figure a way out of how to actually show that video, because, well, you could go to YouTube and just type in Miss Steph's Science Club.
In action.
In action. I'll just type Miss Steph's Science, and it should actually pop up, right?
Yes, it'll start to.
Wow, amazing. All right, it's now, 8:15. Stephanie, this has been amazing. I'm like...
Thank you for having me.
No. I want you to stay. Can you stay a little bit longer?
A little bit longer, because I do need to get ready for Science Club tomorrow.
Oh, right. So tell us about, before you go, about the science fair on Friday. Where is that going to take place?
So on Friday, a couple of our students, and literally just a few of our students, will be presenting a science fair project. Some of them, like I said earlier in the interview, some of them will work on it at home, and some of them will work on it with us at club. This final week at Club, we're studying the scientific method. So we've gone through all the other letters, right? STEAM, right? We've gone through all of the other letters, and now we're talking about the scientific method, and that's why we're culminating on Friday. If you're a listener and you want to do a little something at home and bring it in and share with our kids, that would be awesome. We would love to have you. It's at 5 p.m. at New Light Baptist Church,
right,
125th Street, 213 East 125th Street at 5 p.m.
Great.
Yes.
Perfect. I will definitely be there, Miss Steph.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to bring as many kids for them to understand, because if we can catch them at that young age.
Yes, and they can come see our room and, just see kind of what we've been doing.
Do you want to, before you kind of segue out of this section, is there anyone that you want to say hi or bye? I know your brother's in there because he's posted up the video.
He's
on the ball.
I'm telling you.
I see what you mean about supporting.
Best brother in the world. I know you're thinking your brother is great, but mine is awesome.
Brothers are great, aren't they? Wow.
Hey, we were raised to really be supportive of each other. We were, you know, and I'm very, very thankful for him. Thank you, Jeff. Oh. So, that's my person to say hello to. My board, I'm sure they're probably listening. Thank you all. And anyone else, from Facebook, because I put it on Facebook.
Absolutely.
That I was going to be on. Wow. So anyone else from Facebook that's listening, thank you so much.
As I said before, the next stop is Oprah. Because this program that you're doing, if Jeffrey Canada can get all this exposure, I don't see why Steph's Math Club can't. And not that you're in competition with anybody.
Right.
But we need to highlight the good, the positives that are out there.
And so that our kids can have lots of different examples. Because you can go in different directions, because everybody has different talents and different gifts. Mm-hmm. So expose them to, all the positive things that they could possibly do, and then they choose.
Which one?
And it's not just that, I can do this one thing. Right. No, you can do many things. Absolutely. Or you can make your own new thing. Wow. Seeing me might make you do your own new thing. I'm going into my teacher voice now because I'm getting excited. But yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Steph, I just wish you more blessing, more life, more health, more energy to do what it is you're doing, because it's so desperately needed.
Thank you so much.
Thank God for you. I'm like, of course, New Light Baptist Church. Some amazing things are going on there.
Amazing.
Amazing. Incredible. So
amazing. And we have a lot of support from our pastor. He's like, okay, this is what God has told you to do or given you to do. How can we support you to do it? Try it. Go. He's one of those people that's just that type of thing. You have this gift. I'm not going to hold you back. I don't need to be in it. You have this gift. Do it. Let us know how
you're mature enough to be able to do it by yourself without oversight from me.
Yes. Let us know if you need support.
Wow. Incredible. So 5 o'clock. It's 135th Street.
125th Street.
125th Street.
So 213
125th Street at 5 p.m. on Friday. If you're out of work, if you're available, please do go along and support Miss Steph's Math Club and bring some money with you, because you're going to have a bottle there, right? You're going to have a donation.
We take donations at any time.
Okay, great. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about telling you, well, of course you need to know about the program to understand, because I didn't know this was going on. And I'm sure a ton of other people don't know it's going on. But it's also to give monetary support so that it can go to the next level. Yes. So that Stephanie can get paid for this full time, because she got to eat too. She got to buy clothes and shoes too. Okay? All right. And it's a great cause, people. So I'm earnestly, you know what? We're not even on. Why is the camera... Oh dear, I didn't even realize. Couldn't you tell me the camera was where it supposed to be? Stephanie,
we were engaged in conversation. I was excited.
I'm like, I hope it was great, right? It was easygoing.
Oh,
I tell everybody, don't be scared.
Yes,
it's just a conversation.
It is.
You're definitely going to have to be back again. We're going to talk, but I'm going to what is this? Venus Factor? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know.
The internet will take you to many places.
It's crazy.
Whether you want to be there or not.
What's going on there? I need to find my music. Okay. So, people, we talked about this album release for Richie Stephens. And at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be hot-footing out of here. It's 8:20. Where did the time go? And I promised that I was going to play this song again. Yes, I'm playing this song again, which I should have played at 8 o'clock. Let me see if I can find it first of all. Because you know what? Our ladies are getting a raw deal. You know, it's about empowering. What was the phrase that you used?
Inspire, empower, encourage.
Inspire, empower, and encourage.
Yes.
And we need to encourage our ladies in the reggae